say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
There's what, there's two missing there. Oh man, what a beautiful game, dude. Like, oh man, it's so good. It's so like, it like in just the plot points and the story just hits almost all the strides that I want it to. Like bringing people from different tribes, joining us, the camaraderie, the teamwork. Like then you have like the zenith element, like outer space. Like you know, at one point I thought like this game is so crazy, it wouldn't be surprised like because zenith came from space and all this, and we actually saw a shuttle go in the sky, and I actually thought like it's not beyond this game to send Aloy into a shuttle into space, and we're gonna have like a crazy like cyberpunk 2077 moment at the end of the game where like he's in space, like, or any sort of sci-fi like fucking Star Wars moment or something. It wouldn't put it past the gorilla, man, to put like have Aloy go in like a shuttle to go into space and legit like be on the fucking spacecraft or be like in space. Like I'm just thinking like how wild that would be, yeah. And I actually thought it would, like the possibility of it to happen was actually there. Like I thought that it would be absolutely crazy if that shit happens, man, because the Zenith's already here, yeah. Like that we can already go to space, and that's exactly what Silence was going to do, and what he can do. He can go to space. He can take the shuttle anytime. All the Zeniths are dead, so there's no point taking it now. You can take it anytime. But Hephaestus is loose, so we've got to solve that at some point next game. Because I'm not sure if Hephaestus was actually in the grouping with Gaia at the end there, but regardless, maybe Minerva will take on a more better role in the next game, because Minerva, it was like crack the code for the Fire machine, so maybe she can crack the code for this Nemesis, whatever. But Nemesis sending the code is actually makes sense because even though the Zenith, like we first thought that the Zenith sent it, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't like 100%. Like to turn the machines, if they could do that, why wouldn't they just take control of the machines in general? No, at first, and just start terraforming the planet before they even got there. But yeah, Nemesis tried to do like a preemptive attack to destroy the planet before the Zeniths could get there. But I wonder what would happen if Nemesis got here and found out all the Zeniths were dead. Like, would it change its mind? Would it go back? I think it's just running on instinct at this point. Like, it's got intelligence, it's got sentience, but so I guess it can make its own decisions. Like, it's got a personality of some kind. Hephaestus and Hades are missing. Okay, that makes sense, because Hades is destroyed and Hephaestus is yeah, because we let Hephaestus loose. That's the second time we've actually like let Hephaestus go in some way, because I think Hephaestus in the DLC for the first game, and we destroyed the cauldron, but he escaped or whatever. He wasn't the final like kill. And then in this game we actually got him, and then he escaped again. And what was it that Silence said? To make a copy of himself through like using Apollo or some shit. So he might actually be better and stronger in the next game if he's in the next game. But maybe he'll be. Wouldn't it be funny if he's in the next DLC like for this game? Because then he'll be the DLC like villain for both the games. That would be actually crazy. Like so stupid. Like they wouldn't do that, but wouldn't it be crazy if like the DLC for the first game is Hades, Hephaestus, and the DLC for this game as well would be to get Hephaestus again? That would be like, I don't know, crazy. But man, like the only gripe I have with the game really, even though I said it a lot during this playthrough, like during the playthrough and during the streams, and it was definitely like annoying, but sometimes the combat can be a bit finicky. Like it can be a really bad disadvantage, but like really like tough to get the spot, like hit the spots that you want. You know, the machines would spam attacks, and your dodge would be so small, like range. Like you'd have, they just have such wide like range, you know, and it's just a little tedious sometimes. Always having to like dodge 3 or 4 times to get decent range with your bow. It definitely does have that like trouble against machine feel. Like you're just one, like, you know, you're just a person with a bow and arrow. You know, you're not having hit scan weapons. You don't have a friggin' sniper. It's not like Destiny 2 or anything. When I watch your whole playthrough, you can check it out on my YouTube at Fantom1080. It might be hard to find because I've got like very little subscribers and stuff. But keep in mind that this is 100% run, so during the whole playthrough, it's not story only. I went through every side quest. I went through every, like, all the collectibles. I got distracted a lot, destroying machines and stuff. So, you know, feel free to like skip through that and stuff. But I usually try to segment it into streams. Like I did like main story, like focus streams, and then other streams are done like map clear. So if I say usually at the start of the stream, I say like we're focusing on this, we're focusing on that. But yeah, so you can kind of like skim through the episodes. But yeah, Fantom1080, just as that is on Twitch, I'll bring it up. And yeah, cheers, King Troppy, man. Thank you, Paddy, for being interested. And yeah, that's a future channel there. You can find a lot of other playthroughs as well. I'll actually bring it up on screen as well because we're only just doing the credits. Yeah, so you can find a lot of playthroughs on there. I've got a bunch of different other games. No genre of game is beyond me. Pretty much. So if I can actually, there we go. Yeah, I've got a bunch of playthroughs. So Horizon. Maybe I should go to my actual thing over here. Give me 1 second. Dun, 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 dun. Channel. I'll bring it up on screen in a second. Playlist. Okay, here we go. All right. These are my playlists, dude. So feel free to check them out. Anyone who's in stream, lurking, or maybe you might see this on YouTube in the future. I've got a lot of playthroughs if you're interested in them. Subnautica, Russian Clank, Final Fantasy 7, Horizon 1. I've actually got my first Horizon playthrough. However, it is a continuation of my old save, so it's just basically the start, like the first like maybe 5-10 hours is not there. But yeah, Can, I've done a Crisis Remastered playthrough, Halo Infinite, Age of Empires. And next on the channel will be Elden Ring, my first ever Dark Souls-like game. My first ever Dark Souls game in general, because it essentially is Dark Souls. Yeah, I didn't play Dark Souls 1, 2, or 3. Did not play Bloodborne. Haven't played Sekiro. The reason being is because they're kind of very difficult games, and I usually don't approach difficult games that are very linear, because if I like approach some sort of skill wall, then I can't really do anything else in the game unless I progress through that point, because you know, linear, it's in the story or whatever. And obviously you never really fail unless you quit. Like I've never like constantly failed, to the point where, like, if I keep going, eventually I know that I'll beat it, right? My only failure is really just quitting in any game or any like skill based thing in life in general. You only fail when you quit, right? And I know that if I don't quit, I'll eventually beat the game or whatever. I'll beat through that part or whatever, or I can go back and grind or whatever. But it's just a little long and stuff like that. The thing with Elden Ring is why it's approachable for me as a first like Dark Souls game is because it's open world. So not only can I like ignore the bosses for a time, I can explore, I can have fun like exploring and finding different stuff, and farming or like getting stronger. I can come back to those bosses later, right? So that's kind of the logic that I have, and maybe I'll find some sort of new love with this Elden Ring and play the Dark Souls games, but I doubt it. But But yeah, I'm keen to actually play a game that's kind of built to be like one-on-one. There's no difficulty. There's no like normal hard or very hard. It's just one difficulty. All the battles are very hard. Like all the bosses are difficult, and you just learn and get better with skill. And it'll be a good challenge for me. Definitely going to get annoyed, but it's definitely going to be very, very difficult. But that's that. Yeah. So feel free to enjoy those. I don't have any. I do have more. Yeah, God of War, Assassin's Creed, Ghost of Tsushima, and I did do reactions on the channel at the start, very early on, but they're too much work. I can't fit them with my full-time job, practically. Yeah, so let's check our how many hours did we do so far? It's almost practically 9 hours. So our 158-hour playthrough, dude. 158 hours. That's actually kind of nuts. Actually kind of crazy. What is it? E54. No, E23, sorry. What have I got to say on the game, dude? Like the story is just pretty amazing. It's not as revolutionary as what? Why is it saying E51? I'm just fucking this up real bad. There we go. Can move this up. Alright, that's finished, dudes. Man. We are doing Elden Ring next. And I just want to finish it before Forspoken comes out. Which will be when is it? September, October or something? Forspoken, October 11. Let me bring my keyboard. Bring my keyboard in front. So yeah, dude. Forspoken, October 11. Starfield, November 11, which is actually nuts. October 11. Yeah, down here, Forspoken. So I've got all this time to play Elden Ring. I'm definitely going to finish it in this time because Horizon took me 1 month, 2 months. It took me like 2 months basically, right? It took me 2 months. So Elden Ring, depending on how stuck I'm gonna get, won't take more than 2 months. So end of April, hopefully anyway, May, June, and then I'll have another 1, 2, 3-ish months. And I think in this time, if it's not God of War, whenever that gets announced, I'll probably refer to my backlog. So we've got, I think I'm going to do Darksiders. So we finally finished Horizon Forbidden West, man. Man, that's such a great game. Such a great game, dude. Next will be Elden Ring, which I've got to go grab tomorrow, actually. Haven't started yet, but keep it yellow. So yeah, I've got all this time to play Elden Ring. What kind of color am I going to do it? Maybe yellow. That's like kind of like gold, right? Theme, or maybe blue. I'll do gold because I think there's something in the game called the Golden Order or something. So yeah, that'll start. Man, can I start it Monday? I might actually just take Monday off because it's long weekend, and we'll start during the week. 27, 28 maybe, if we can. Otherwise, worst case scenario, 29th. So yeah, it'll be around this time. Gold, yeah. I mean, it's yellow, but it's close enough. Ah, man, that's so cool. I might keep the colors on, to be honest. 158 hours, dude. Why is it blue? What the hell? Why is it giving me a link like this? Huh, that's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh man, I'm so happy with this game, dude. I think this is like one of my favorite games. Like, despite all the complaining with the combat and like the kind of you know, a little bit of negative comments for sure, but the story and the characters awesome. Do you know, like, oh, man, I really wish that Katalo like put his arm on the whole time. Like, I wanted to see it in action, like, more. Like, another thing that a lot of games do is they put all the cool stuff at the end of the game, like the mount, the flying mount. We had the flying mount. If you were just doing story only, you had the flying mount. Then you would have dropped the bomb on Regala's forces, and then you would have gone straight to like the next quest, which was this, with the Farzina's base and all that. And you didn't even have to do any flying mount. So really, like, if you were speed running the story, you'd only have one mission, or two missions related to this flying mount. One where you would actually get it, and then you'd go up on the hill and get the flying mount, and then fly to the Horus, and then drop it on Regala's forces. Like, I kind of wish that they do the cool stuff. Like, I've said this in other games and other playthroughs as well, is you can't have the best weapon, or like, you know, the most legendary strongest weapon, or like the most coolest skill, or you know, or the most important unlock or whatever. You can't have that like right before the final mission, because the player has no time to enjoy it. The player has no time to enjoy like this really cool thing that you've given, like the flying mount. Like, that should have been like, I'm not saying halfway through the game, I'm not saying like at the start of the game, but like, you know, give it to us like 2/3 of the way through, or you know, the third quarter of the game. You know, like much earlier, so then I can actually enjoy the flying and actually have a use for the flying. Like, I could have flown to that, like, I reckon we could have gotten the flying mount to fly to the island on the left where the Quen are at. Like, something happens, like, and we can't actually sail there. Instead, we have to fly there, and we need the flying mount, and then we go over there with the flying mount, and then we sort something out, and then you know, we can sail back or whatever, like story wise, right? Like, I guess I understand that the fact that like we have to, like, story wise, we actually come in contact with the Quen. I'll move it back to here. Like beforehand, right? You know, and then that's when we discover the Quen, and then that's when we go to the island. But it would have been much cooler to actually fly to the island, and that would have given us an excuse to give us the flying mount. You know, that's just one thing. Another thing is like the Sky Killer. Like, even doing a 100% run, right? Like, I've done everything before I got the Sky Killer, and yes, that's on me, but it would have been cool to I guess that's on my decision. Like, you could finish the story and then go back and you'd have the Sky Killer and the flying mount to all enjoy. So I guess in that aspect, that's where my play style is skewed, because you're supposed to enjoy, I guess you are supposed to enjoy the flying mount and, you know, all the legendary weapons post story, and enjoy, you know, the fun of it, doing the side quests, you know, like doing whatever else you want on the map, like getting all the collectibles. So, but that's one play style, you know, for one player to do. There's two main different play styles when you're doing 100% runs. Either you do them before the story in the area, or you do them after. You either do the story first and then all the side content, or you do the side content as you go. right? Because you can't really do all the side content straight away, like, because you've got to actually progress the story to progress the next area, etc. So there's only those two types of playstyles, right? Now, obviously, there's like build line story and not do any side content. But if you're like a 100%er, or if you're like a, you know, you like to do like, you know, more stuff than just a story, it definitely favors, you know, that playstyle, the playstyle that I am not, the playstyle of do the story first, complete it, go to unlock all the cool shit, do all the cool shit, and then go back and do all the side quests and all that sort of stuff, and maybe, you know, things will change and they'll have different dialogue, whatever, and you've got so much content to do, you've got all these side quests, you've got all these collectibles, and you have all these like all these chances to, you know, get all these apex machines and all these circulators, all these machine parts to upgrade all the legendary weapons. But you know, so in that aspect, okay, that's fine. But I would have liked to have some of the cool stuff like beforehand in the story, so then I can enjoy it. Because then if I'm a story only player, I wouldn't even have half the legendaries that I do. I wouldn't have the Sky Killer, right? I would have Regala's Wrath. That's not even a legendary. Like, all the legendaries I get are like pretty much side content, right? Or am I wrong? You have Aaron's quest with the Sons of Prometheus. That's where you get the Sun Scourge. So I think that's a side quest, but I think that's necessary for the main story. So maybe you'll have that. The Sharpshot bow and the other hunter bow you get from the arena. And then I don't know about the bot blaster and any of that stuff, but maybe like I don't think you'll even get those. So even just doing story only, you won't even get any legendaries. So I guess that's a cool coveted thing. It's like, hey, only people who really enjoy the game and who explore the game and do all the side quests deserve, deserve the legendary weapons, or have earned those weapons, so to speak. If you're, you get rewarded for doing the extra stuff, doing the side content, which is also cool too, because I guess if you're story only, you could have just done the story with like purples, and that's kind of fine. Like a lot of the purple weapons were fucking great, man. I went so much, like, majority of the spike throw that I actually did was with the purple one. I only used the legendary one right at the end against the boss and against a few other machines like farming, and I upgraded fully. And hard was pretty hard, man, with the majority of the machines. That last boss was pretty easy, I dare say, because I mean, it doesn't really, like, at the end of the day, like, if you tear off armor with the tear arrow, because the way the machine is designed, it's very hard to hit the weak spots. So I just tore off all the armor and just decided to go with ice and just big damage. It would have been cooler if it had maybe another phase, I think. Would have been better. Maybe a bit more health, because, man, dude, the Slaughter Spines have more health than that last boss, dude. Like, maybe I just, like, spammed it with, like, splitting spikes or whatever. Like, maybe I just, like, went overboard, but, like, I've done that with other machines before, and it would have lasted longer than that, like, Apex Slaughter Fangs definitely, I think, are the strongest enemy in the game, even stronger than that what do they call it? Spectre Prime, or Alpha, the Spectre Alpha, whatever the hell it was. Like, I think the toughest enemy in the game is by far the Apex Slaughter Spine. Like, excluding different variants, it's the Apex Slaughter Spine on the top, and then probably I'm not sure whether it'd be Thunderjaw, or because Stormwings aren't really that, like, Stormbirds aren't that hard, Dreadwings aren't that hard. They're annoying. They're hard because they're annoying because they're in the air. But I feel like a Thunderjaw is harder. I think it'll go Apex Slaughter Spine, or discounting variants, whatever. Slaughter Spine, Thunderjaws. I think Dreadwings might actually be tougher, because they blind you. They have acid bombardment. They go invisible, even though you can kind of see them, but they go invisible, so you can't really actually see their weak spots or with their elemental conditions. So I dare say that they're third. And then Stormbirds aren't as... The Stormbird is... What makes Stormbirds hard is if it spams the dive move. Paddy, thank you very much for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. I'm glad I enamored and captured you in one stream. Or however many hours you've been watching to deserve that follow and possibly a new YouTube subscriber. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. Feel free to check out the YouTube. It won't be spammy. I upload like 3 episodes. I try at least. I upload 3 episodes a day, but I only make every 10 public on your subscriber feed. So however you come across YouTube content, for me, I'm always on my subscriber like feed. So when I see one person like upload lots of videos, it like takes over. But mine isn't like that. So every 10 episodes you'll see it'll get like posted on your subscriber feed. So yeah, so it's not at the start of the stream, it's just every 10, so you could just be pushed into the middle of the stream. It's just there. But if you're watching the whole playthrough, whether you keep a tab open or whatever, I have hundreds of tabs open for different playthroughs. So that's just me, that's just how I roll. But yeah, enjoy the playthrough, enjoy whatever you watch, man. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Like it, even for me, it's such a long playthrough. I've got over how many episodes now? Like I've got, if I scroll to the bottom, I've got 135 episodes already uploaded, and I've got 161 rendered already. So it might go... will it go to like 200? I doubt it. I don't think it'll go to 200. It'll go to 170 maybe. It'll go to like 175-ish, I think, in total. So, and they're all like 50 minutes to an hour, so that's a lot of hours. So yeah. But that's a 100% run, dude. I guess I've done all the collectibles. I scanned all the different machines, done all the story, all the side quests, all locations. That's as far as 100% as I want to go, man. Because that is tedious. I definitely enjoyed it though. I definitely enjoy doing the 100% playthrough, that's for sure. Even though it was long, but I don't do this with every game. I only do this with the games I really enjoy. Horizon, Assassin's Creed, I've done it. It's probably the only 2 franchises I will ever do it for. God of War, I would do it for as well. The sequel is going to be God of War Ragnarok is going to be 100% run. The first game actually didn't do a 100% run of the first God of War, but the second one would too, because the second one I will, because the first one was so amazing. I'm surprised I didn't do a 100% run. I don't know why I didn't. I think I'd had to progress to another game, but you're very welcome. I love Horizon. Thank you very much. Me too, dude. I think the first game, I'm not sure what I like more. I think I like this game better, but I think the story of the first game is just unparalleled. Took me 148 hours for 100%. Really? You're 100% as well? It's awesome, dude. I mean, my stream time, my game time is actually like a little bit different because I didn't stream fully, and a lot of I played offline to farm stuff, so it wasn't full on. But yeah, it's definitely a 150 hour like average 100% run, I'd say, for anyone. The story, I couldn't tell you, man. I think the story is so short if you just focus the story, and the story is even shorter, as Slayer said earlier, if you just skip all the dialogue. If you just go through like the main dialogue choices and not get any extra content, mate, I wonder how long the story is, man. If it's 40 hours, if it's 20 hours, like, it'd actually be crazy. I'm actually gonna skip now the I want to go back. Discovered Nemesis. That is our final trophy. All trophies obtained, dude. Let's go. Platinum. Enjoy the platinum for me. Hell yeah, dude. Hope you enjoyed the run. Fuck yeah. Congratulations. Bleh, can't speak. Congratulations on defeating Varzinus. You are now free to continue exploring, complete any unfinished quests and activities. All too bad because I've friggin' done it already. Yeah. Thank you for playing Horizon Team. Horizon devs, you are amazing, man. Memorial Grove. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go on a little bit of a nostalgic run here. Plain song. Why is it giving me all these like
dream for this world.
things?
I guess a lot didn't go as planned.
Apparent light.
There are still dangers
Is
ahead.
this a bug here?
Maybe the biggest yet. But after what Beta and I accomplished, I have hope.
For sure.
We'll fight for Elizabeth's dream. Together.
Right on, my friends. Congrats. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh man, what do I want to do now, man? I want to spend like 20 minutes maybe going through some shit. Look at all this stuff. Look how lively our base is now. Remember how barren it was at the start? Oh, we actually got some Varzina stuff. Look. Dude, we can actually go to the Varzina's base and replicate so much stuff. We have so much potential for the third game.
What are you up to?
I'm getting a head start on looking for ways to temporarily stabilize the biosphere. We may not have a Festus, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
Now, there was a room underneath us that said like there's like all these seeds or some shit. But that didn't really they didn't really tie up that kind of dialogue there.
There's Gwen stuff in here now. Must be all of us.
Is she staying? Quen stuff where? This is Aaron's side. Because it's got beer all over the joint. That's Cthulhu's. Is this Quen? Oh, here we go, here we go. Common language. Question is being given massive distance between here and the Great Delta. How is it possible that we all speak the same language? I mean, Legacy tells us the ancestors had many languages. How did it all get reduced to one? Questions like, oh my god, they're just explaining how we can all communicate. That's funny. Questions like these are handy. Have a friendly, super intelligence around. I love Gaia. She's so nice and patient. Even when I can't stop talking, bombard her with overlapping queries. And while she can't explain everything, I ask her for this one. She had to answer. Apparently, Zero Dawn system was designed to release people into the world as young adults. After being educated via Apollo database, language instruction was supposed to be a big part of the coursework. Students were to be encouraged to learn many languages, thus keeping alive the environment linguistics of the old world. But Ted Farrow erased Apollo. Zero Dawn reverted to its default language, and that's all the kids in the cradle facilities ever got. So our ancestors, not our tribal ones, like the legacy ones, all started with the same speech and never got to learn any more. Mystery solved. Look at that swearing in the logs, dude. Shithead. Silence is there too? Oh, man, okay. I wonder where he's at. Is he going to be like in the secret? There's like a secret door here. Is he in like the secret room? Now this should really display all of them. I don't know why it doesn't, but I wish it did. Cthulhu. No, he's not here. Okay. Is he maybe back in the marshals or whatever? Got something to interact over there. We got post-game interactables. What's this over here? Examine
Maybe one
focus.
day, I'll head back to the Sacred Lands and see Sona again. Tell her what her son accomplished. And how brave he was.
Oh yeah, that would be incredible, man. Going back to like the original game map. Wouldn't it be crazy if we like go around the whole world and end up back to the start? Like if there's like I don't know how many games there is, but we've gone west, right? If we cross the ocean, go even more west, and then keep on like triple going across the land, and eventually we make it back to like the Nora lands, like a full circle. No, I do not want to exit. Man, what do I want to do now? Okay. I'm like overwhelmed with like, where is everybody, bro? Seriously. Silence is here. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. The end of the story was that they went back to their tribes and they tried to convince them to help. That's right. Okay. So, okay, I understand now.
I'm surprised you're staying in the base.
Yeah.
Thought you'd slink away to one of your workshops.
Yes.
Capabilities of this facility are adequate for now.
Well, make yourself at home, I guess.
Silence is like, I don't know how to describe him.
Finally got what you always wanted.
Yes. All the knowledge of the Apollo database at our fingertips.
Like, what are you going to do, Silence? You just, like, once you have that knowledge, like, you're just going to sit and read the knowledge for the rest of your entire life?
Traces of Zenith code from it, that is. We're entering a brave new world, Aloy. You're the best
Like,
ready for it.
he wants knowledge, but for what purpose? Like, there's no purpose. He just wants knowledge. Like, I just imagine him sitting there for, like, the rest of his life, like, reading, you know, reading knowledge, like, books. Like, being in a library and just dying in it. Well, I know. How long is this game? Cardboard memory, very long. It depends if you're doing the story or not, but story only. If you're doing story only, I don't know. I can't really tell you. Maybe you know what? Let's find out. Let's find out. I got this. Ready? I can find out easily. But if you're doing 100% run, it's average like 150 hours. If you're doing 100% run, let's actually have a look. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do Horizon, which is right here. Anyway, so it's average of 30 hours for main story, and completionist says about 90 hours, but that's a little. I think it's a little optimistic. Going back, but you can still talk to them if you go where they are. Yeah, I am. I'm going back. So there you go. Cardboard memory. 30 hours of story, and if you're a completionist of any kind, about 90 hours, but I think it's more closer to at least 120. Like, it's at least 120, depending on what you're going for, but but yeah, like, for me, I've done 100% run. It means I went through all the will it actually show 100% now on a database, actually? 99.10. What is missing? Errands, side quests. I got all the maybe data points, maybe. I'm missing like some of these, but I'm not going to go and search for these because that's just really bad. But collectibles, I got all those. Machine catalogs, I even got all these. I even scanned all of these. All the different variants. No quests available except the ones that black boxes. Deliver the recordings to Antala. That's right. Wings of the 10. Time you spend taking pictures in photo mode? Yeah, dude. I spent a lot of, like, I didn't spend any time in photo mode, but I did take a lot of photos. So I want to go back to actually some of the original places that we went to and see if there's any, like, data points don't count for 100%. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I knew it didn't, but I was wondering why it still didn't give me the, but that makes sense. I kind of knew, but I was like, huh? Is it like a bugged out? I don't want it to be fucking dark time. There's apparently a green shine here, which I don't even need anymore. Commander's mandate. You don't really need to read all this because I think we got that already. Let's go to all like the main towns again. Just for a final like travel, I guess, against through our story. We went to Chain Scrape. Jesus, this is Chain Scrape? Wait. This has changed. Dude, this has changed, man. Look at this. What the hell is this? They never had this sort of shit here before. What the hell is... There's so much to fucking... So many places to go now. I wonder if someone's going to comment on like anything related to the end of the quest.
Ow! Welcome to my life.
Corvin and Arnef.
Does this mean you're buying us all drinks then? Not if I drink the
They're the
Java
miners
Dry
that we
first.
saved. One of the first cauldrons, I think. Fight against high level enemies, right? Anything,
You really think it's true? People flying machines out west?
You're the one who believed there was a city of floating lights out in the desert.
Oh my god, it actually is.
What'll it be?
You gotta draw the line somewhere, though.
Oh, that's kind of cool. You know they put that in there just for...
If I see anyone fly over this dump, I'm out. I'm not getting carried off by some nut in the metal bird.
Hey,
Maybe you can throw that lucky hammer at him.
Maybe I'll throw you. Should scare him off all right.
yo, they would have put these in post-game.
Armor.
I mean, it's not going to be anything here, so I'm not. There's no point in going to the vendors, but I do want to see any like exclamation marks that we can go to.
Rest easy.
Oh, this lady. That's right. We went to. We saved her like group, and there's that old guy in the tower who died.
Lakasha, how have you been?
Better now, Aloy. When we laid Savohar to rest, I prayed and prayed. I wanted guidance so badly. A way forward. A new home for our people. But no vision came.
So what did you do?
At first, I felt despair. But then it occurred to me. Maybe I saw no vision because the answer was right before my eyes. Maybe the Twilight Path led us right where we are supposed to be. Maybe our new home is here. Petra has been kind to us, given us food, found us work. Some are even helping with her forge.
I'm glad you found your place, Lakasha.
Chainscrape is no paradise, but it is enough. What about you, Aloy? Have you found your place?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I'm not sure I have one.
Sounds like you need a beacon. I hope you find it. And your home.
Man, this place is had a glow up, bro. Holy shit. It's like all the workers are working now, so where's what's her name? She drinks down here.
That was my fault. Hey there, flame hair.
So what's new?
Nothing. Okay.
I got
That
No one wants to play strike. No?
No, I've done all the strike. Thank you very much. I'm good. Man, this place is actually fucking thriving. Look at this joint. Like all the mechanical stuff. Like this, dude. This is cool, man. I don't know like what it's for, but I'd like to bring up crates and that, but what are they getting from the ground? I guess it's when they like dock, maybe. Man, it's cool to see. Do you like Machine Strike? Yeah, dude. I enjoy it.
Look at this mess.
It's not like super amazing, but yeah, it's for the most part I do like it. I've done all the Machine Strike games as well, obviously, but some of them are really hard. Man, okay, so Noldef, oh yeah, he's the brewing guy. All right, so there's nothing else here, but I'm glad we came here to see the just the look of it alone, how it's all upgraded. And this,
Still in Boomer's old workshop.
yeah,
Explosive accident is right.
explosive accident. Yeah, they would have done something. Me too. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's hard to understand fully. Like it's like the rules are simple, right? But in a game like that, when like you're trying to think about all the variables and all the possibilities, kind of like chess or something like that. But yeah, it's a lot of math to do in your head, and I'm not really good at that. I'm not good at doing like the quick math in my head. Javar, the willing.
Aloy, please pardon the.
Is he just gonna talk? Okay. Alright, where do we go to next? For some reason it says talk to the pitmaster, and it's always said that, and I really want to off my screen, but you can't.
You might have beaten me, but you're still welcome to.
Okay.
So I don't think that's ever gonna go. Chain scrape. Redo quarry. A lot of these places they actually won't have anything. Like a lot of these places won't actually have anything for me to interact with. But only the main places, like only the main like places will. Wow, it teleported me here. Fucking hell. It's ages. Where's the flying mount? Oh yes, this is the quarry area. Oh, there's actually a perch here. This is actually kind of cool. Dude, that's neat. They should all have that. All the towns should have this. Is this? I'm pretty sure this has grown since last time I came here, right? Before we leave, I want to buy some more fast travel packs because I might actually run out here. I can't, okay, because he's not that type of hunter. Fine. Alright, so nothing there. Let's go to Barren Light, where the embassy happened. Man, it should be daytime by now. Come on.
Looking for.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a challenge, thank you. I guess there'll be probably no one here. I mean, where would Aaron be? He would go back to Meridian. Gatalo would probably go back to the Marshall place. Oh, there's someone up. Oh, there's people up there to speak to. Interesting. Take the shortcut, please. Don't really care about loot anymore because the game's done. My addiction is pulling me towards the loot though, but it's okay, fine. Oh, Talana's here! Did she decide to stay? Aaron's in Las Vegas? Okay, that's fine.
Guessing Amadas went on his way?
We parted once we were inside the gates. I promised I'd see him back to the Sundom, and I did.
I'm sorry you went through all of that just to break things off in the end.
I'm not.
Really?
I don't want to be with him while he's still holding on to Nessa. Maybe he'll never let go. Or maybe when he's figured himself out. Who knows? All I can say right now is that there's no one quite like him.
That sounds complicated.
Taking down a Thunderjaw is easier. One day you'll know what I mean.
I don't know about that.
That's what I used to say. As for me, I have the Hunter's Lodge to get back to. Thrushes to train, bigoted nobles to boot out. But hey, look, the one good thing out of all of this mess was that I got to spend time with you again.
I'll miss you, Talana.
Well, whenever you take down a big machine out there, just remember that I'm back east taking down something bigger.
Okay, you're on.
Come here.
Dude, Apex Slaughter Spines. I took down a friggin', what was it called? A Spectre Prime.
Until we meet again.
Mate, present the head of that thing to her, man. It's literally only one of its kind. Is this the arsehole?
I'm glad to see you out of that cell.
No. Oh yeah.
I got them. The Eclipse are done. For good.
Hear that? She did our job for us, again.
And survived to tell the tale, which we wouldn't have.
Thanks for believing me, Savior.
You were telling the truth.
See? At least someone around here listens to me.
Okay. That's that. It sucks that it doesn't appear on the focus. You just have to get close in the vicinity, which is kind of annoying, but anyway. I think we're done here. No one else to talk to. We made through there. Where did we go before Plainsong? I think we went here. Stone's Echo before Plainsong. Kaja Camp. And then, oh yeah, then we had the silence things. We had like followed silence down here or some shit. So let's go to all these places. Because I've done so many side quests. I don't remember who I helped and who went back to the towns or shit like that. But these little towns, like, I'm pretty sure I've done all these. Like looking at the coming back for the follow-up dialogue. It's only the big main towns that I'm mainly like care about. Plainsong, Scalding Spear, Thorn Marsh and all that. Okay, so there's no one there. Kaja Camp. Las Vegas, or whatever they call that place now. Dude, that place will be so like built up now. Because like last time I went there, it was like they had made an extra level and there was people there and it was like that sort of shit. I guess we can get some data points here that we missed, if anything. Okay, that's all done there. There's nothing down south. Let's go Plainsong. Now that what's her name is welcomed. Ooh, there's a Sunwing site that they put up there. I noticed that they've done a bunch of patches and they added like different sites, at least the icons at least. Maybe the machines were there the whole time, but they added the icons, but man, are the plow horns still like plowing, doing their job? Alright, now let's have a look at, let's visit Zoe. Wonder where she's gonna be. Look at the music. They're doing the override song, whatever it was, when we overread the machines and they done the rebooting sequence. Yep, there's a question mark over there. I mean, exclamation mark.
Aloy, to what do we owe the pleasure? Aloy, it's good to see you.
Plainsong seems to have changed its tune.
As our fields thrive, so do my people.
That's good to hear. How are things going with the chorus?
Slow. Convincing the chorus to take any sort of action regarding Nemesis won't be an easy task. But the Utaru know what you've done for them. With some time, I know I can rally support to our cause, whether the chorus likes it or not.
I'm sure you know how to handle them.
Where once there was blight and sorrow, now there is plenty.
Awesome, dude. Oh, some of the scenery is still so fucking awesome. Plainsong is probably the most visually like technical and complex design. Probably the best one, I'd say, of all the towns, of all like the cities, whatever you would call them, capitals. Like just the way the things weave through, and then all this food, and like they're on top of fucking satellite dishes. Like how just creative is that? Like absolutely insane. Definitely it's probably my favorite place. Like, and it's got like fucking pools.
Plainsong welcomes you.
There's just pools everywhere. Oh, this little tornak, that's cute. I don't think there's anything else. Oh wait, there is over here. All the people we've helped, we know. Oh yes, the guy does music.
Aloy, here to enjoy some of Korey's music?
I see he's very popular.
The Utaru can't get enough of the boy's talents. Even the chorus is impressed. And Korey seems happy.
I'm glad to hear that. I'll leave you two to it then.
May the 10 guard your way.
If you need some food,
Ah, man, it's just beautiful. Okay, where do we go next? We can go high turning. Yeah, there's nothing else here, so we'll go high turning next. What the hell? What the hell is this? How's that noise? I guess it's just a gate, so there's probably not going to be anything here, right? There's no one even here. Yeah, okay. Nobody took this over. Alright, let's proceed to Bleeding Mark. Ah, this is the town that got swept away by the flood, right? And they've repaired? Yeah, I've heard about this. There was some sort of dialogue saying that they repaired or they got back on their feet or some shit like that. I wonder where the leader is. Wasn't she back at the I think she was back at like the Marshall territory or something. Yeah, I think I saw her at the Marshall place. Mate, maybe was it her? Maybe it was someone else. Huh, I guess there's no one to speak to here. I would have thought that we would have been able to speak to the leader, the lady. Oh well. That's that. Salt bite. So I don't really need any more like upgrades, so Scalding Spear, and then more south is Hidden Ember, they call it. Okay. Scalding Spear, let's speak to Decker. Desert Clan. Oh, we've got dyes. Can we do any dyes? We've got the God of War one, which is actually quite cool. Dude, Awesome ones are probably the best. I like the most.